From banks to bets, inside the mind of a hacker.
Thank you guys. I think you guys don't think hackers look like this, right? Just a little bit about myself before I continue. I've been hacking since 1998. I run a hacking companies across 3 countries, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. We've been hacking banks and casinos and online gaming for the past 16 years. And we have not failed in any single case, which means we were able to get to the bank and get to their core banking and simulate empty bank accounts of the banks. We have been hacking to online gamings and simulate the action of cashing out, dumping the database of the VIP users, manipulate the games. So just a little bit. I just would like to quickly share with you the stage of how we really do the hacking, but I have only 15 minutes. So first of all, we do the target selection. Normally for hackers, we would really try to understand how hard it is to hack our target. So I just want to share a little bit how hard it is to really hack a bank. You see, for the banking industry, they've been around for at least 20-something years of evolution, right? They are heavily regulated. There is a lot of regulatory compliance. They are under SWIFT compliance, HIPAA, ISO, PCI. They also spend about 10 to 15% of their revenue on investment of the IT, overhauling the IT and the cybersecurity. They got breach. Average, the loss is about $6 million. Now, when you look at the online gaming industry, the regulation is very fragmented. I mean, so far there is maybe only one standard, cybersecurity compliance, which is the GOIG SF, the Gaming Lab Information Security Standard Framework, right? And honestly, the last few years, where we've seen how much people really invest in cybersecurity, it would be less than 3% or even none at all. Because I think the objective for the gaming operators is to make money. They would not think so much about these cybersecurity. And again, we don't have the specific figure of let's say there is a compromise in the online gaming. How much loss would it be? Because it's often unreported. Now, the second stage is that after you select the target, let's say, hacking a bank is really hard. We love hacking online gaming. It's so much easier. Because you see, when you want to hack the bank, we have to go through a lot of process to do the social engineering. So social engineering is to be able to understand who is who in the bank, what kind of position. Is this guy the IT guy? Is this guy the high value target guys that we want to target? We have to understand what kind of antivirus they are using so that we can write a malware to bypass their antivirus. There is a lot of steps that we actually have to do to really hack a bank. Now, a lot of intelligence gathering happening. Sometimes we fake ourselves to become the candidates to apply for a job. We craft the resume, we send to the HR. Inside the resume, there's a PDF, and inside the PDF, there's a virus that we already bypassed. So if you look at this, right, this is the example of a bank that we hack. Totally, it took us about, we had to use about 10 tactics, about 61 techniques to completely go from the internet all the way to the core banking system and manipulate the account balance of the bank users. So now, it's a lot of techniques, it's a lot of tactics that we have to really, really use. Some banks, we even have to use 240 techniques to hack them, right? Now, another thing here is this for the bank, because they've been hacked a lot, they've been really heavily regulated. So there is a lot of security awareness from the bank users and also the bank employees themselves. Meaning the bank always warning the employee, hey, you know what, when you receive the phishing email, don't click on it. If someone call you, don't answer. The user, hey, you know what, be careful if someone pretend to be the bank and send you. Now, if you look at that from the gaming perspective, when was the last time the online gaming operator or the game aggregator platform that informed you, hey, you know what, you should do security awareness training. If someone call you and pretend to be us, don't listen to them, don't give them the password. I don't know when's the last time you guys did it. So phishing is actually very easy in the online gaming industry. Now, to be honest, when we do the online gaming hacking, we don't really have to do the social engineering and all that stuff. We can just really hacking the infrastructure, the API gateway, or one of the game platform that you guys have exposed to the players. Now, number 3, technical exploitation. So after you choose the target, after you understand what the banks or what the online gaming has, you see, for the banking, because they do a lot of reinvestment back into their platform, there is a lot of technologies, so many of them, like web app firewall, SIEM, SOC, and they also are regulated that they have to do annual pen tests, meaning they have to try to hire people like us to hack into the system and find the vulnerabilities. Now, you see, bypassing a lot of technologies like that, it takes a lot of time and it's hard. But if you look at the online gaming, how we did it, well, this is what we normally see, what they have in the online gaming industry. Sometimes they would have the web app firewall. I would say it's rare, okay? Two-factor authentication is also rare. Normally what the online gaming that we've seen, they have a lot of firewall and they focus a lot on anti-DDoS. Hey, you know what? I don't want my competitor to hire the attacker to bring down my game website, because that means the players, they're gonna go to another online game platform. So the investment in cybersecurity technologies and process is not there. They invest little, right? And the thing is that, what is pen test? I mean, not even many people, they know what is pen test. No, we're not testing the pen. This is a penetration test. So we've seen a lot of online gaming platform. They have like 400 or 500 or 200, 300 operators underneath them. Only a few of them actually spend money into testing. Hey guys, is my platform safe for my operator to operate or use? So the thing about this is after we got the inside the platform, now, you see, for the attacker point of view, it's very hard. Once you compromise the bank and you have to avoid a team of 30 or 40 people constantly looking at the core banking. In fact, there is the case where we hack into the bank. They have 3 different SOC team, which is the Security Operations Center, looking into the core banking. We stay hidden inside for 4 weeks, and no one discovered that we have been inside the core banking system, and that is 30 pair of eyes. Now, but when you look at the online gaming, maybe sometimes there's only 1 pair of very tired eyes. Maybe only 1 guy to handle everything for cybersecurity for the online gaming. So you see, when we are inside, there is a lot of activities. Now, from the attacker point of view, ransomware is one part. We have seen a lot of banks and online gaming industry got ransomware. Second thing is that financial fraud, empty bank accounts, or manipulate the game logic, or access to the high players, high rollers, cash out, transfer, or play the games, right? Now, but the most important thing about the online gaming, your data is very important. You see, for your competitor, everyone want to hold a piece. I want to know who are the VIP players in that game operator. I need to know the details, the phone number, what kind of betting category, what kind of money that he put in and he cash out. Once your competitor knows that, they're gonna send the email, do the marketing. Hey guys, you know what? I can offer you $10,000 free credit online, poker betting. Come to my platform. So a lot of people, they don't understand this aspect, that your data, the player's data on your platform is super important, right? So just a quick on the conclusion itself. First of all, banking, they have over 20 years of evolution. They have been hacked, they have been tested, they have been tried many times. A lot of hackers look at a banker, that's a very attractive platform. Online gambling is like a new kid on the block. I know a lot of people focus a lot on making the game looks very beautiful, attract the players, but I haven't heard so much about how to protect your players or how to make sure that people don't get into my game platform and steal it. So some of the advice I can give, call to action, 1, I need to put the message forward that train you under compliance, even though right now there's only 1 standard, officially compliance that you have, which is the GLI, GSF framework, right? Follow it like a bank. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to train my players. I'm going to train my operators and my employees. Don't pick up the phone call. You know, the few times in Nevada when people got hacked or MGM got hacked is through social engineering. The attacker called them, say, hey, I'm the IT help desk. You know, give me your password. And literally, that online gaming help desk really gave the password. Second thing, implement the bank-grade security or semi-bank-grade security. Don't just think about anti-DDoS. That only helps you to be up. You have to value, you have to consider those like, customer data or the data privacy of your players are important. These are the gold mine exactly at the moment, right? And then, of course, the third one is that get ahead of like the wave. Be more proactive in cybersecurity, even though there may be only one official compliance. But actually, there is a lot of cross-compliance from the banking industry that you can use. Like, for example, the GDPR, the PCI DSS, or even the ISO. It's a worthy investment. So I would like to conclude. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for having us.